Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Getting this soul stream. Okay, so this morning I saw APVO up. It was a mover from yesterday. Now we're seeing TIVC up 69%, $5.53. Okay, then I want my there we go. Swing this back over. Okay, so TICV right or TIVC right now is up, came up from this $4 level. It was holding right on the ATR high there. For me, I like to see it kind of make some higher lows in the ATR high, which is at right at 391 right now, pulling back. So this top side here was 560, 560-ish level. We'll see where this thing wants to go, and I think it's going to end up taking the majority of the attention away from APVO. The APVO is still up on volume. 18 million shares were traded on it this morning since pre-market started. The other thing we need to look at is the markets. So yesterday, actually, let's look at the larger time frame. That's going to make more sense. Let's look at the larger time frame over here. Okay, so this is what we were looking at yesterday. Or this is what we've been looking at the past couple of weeks. So we saw this original uptrend get going. It got tested finally right here and it ended up going through it. This one ended up falling through as well. So these are kind of invalid now. And here, remove. And so what I'm going to look at is these previous points here. So we got this area here that was tested. And then it was tested again here and fell through. So 1, 2. Let's go over to SOXL. SOXL real quick. This is one that I'm very interested in picking up some shares if it can get on down. I was looking at this one as well. And let's see the last time it's been to the 16s. Last time it's been to the 16s. So it's down here. I know y'all see these little bubbles that we did a little while ago when it was trading up here. I was like, hey, there's a little spot here at 14. There's a little spot here that's been multiple tested around 13, 14. Then there's a spot down here at 7 and then 5. And so it's reaching that first little bit right here. Let me get the little oval out here. It's reaching this little first part. And I'm interested to see if it's going to stop there or continue, and if it can get under $10 on XOXL. Then I'm looking to scoop a little bit into the long-term account. But so far, definitely some market volatility after the tariff news released yesterday. And, you know, it was tariffs 10% on everybody, and then all the way up to 49% on some countries. So it was pretty big news. TIVC. Got this top here, and we can see already we're seeing these wicks. TIVC, though, does not care about the news. Over here on my scanners, you can see it has a beta score of almost 0. And then APVO has a high beta score, 3.94. So it's going to follow the market very heavily. So the market's going down, APVO, I would assume, would be following. But TIVC, with that low beta score, could be the player on the day. Still waiting for a proper pullback. Well, another one. It opened up, let's see, had a little run up yesterday to 350 and tapped through a wick out here to 390. And then started to hold a little bit of that ATR high. And then now today, a big pop. Now I need to see, is there any catalyst on TIVC to cause this move? Is there any catalyst? So Tivic Health Systems, last news reported, press release reported March 21st, 2025. It had its earnings. Let's go out here, TIVC. TIVC. Let's see the profile on this thing. Profile. This one's been incorporated in 2016 and is headquartered in Howard, California. Tivic Health Systems operates as a health tech company, focuses on developing and commercializing bioelectronic medicine. Its primary product is ClearUp, a bioelectronic medicine for the treatment of sinus and nasal inflammation. The company sells its products on direct-to-customer channel through its own websites and platforms such as Amazon and Walmart, as well as U.S. online retailers such as Best Buy and FSA store, and through distributors. Okay, so let's go look at the statistics. Statistically, let's see. So it has a float under 1 million. Held by insiders, not a really heavy holding by insiders. Institutions have a little bit more, so that may make it a little bit choppy. Let's go look at Market Watch. TIVC. Okay, public float. Let's look at some ownership. Who's in this thing? Sales growth, cash flow, none of that. Short interest reported. Okay. Percent of the float shorted, 3.49%. So what is 3.49? So what is the float? The float is this. And 3.49 reported back on, what was it reported? 314. What is 3.4 here? That's not right. 0.0349. So about 21K of that. Okay. So 21,000 of this 600 something is shorted. Reported back there on the 14th. 21K. Oh, I'm so stupid. I just did the math and it's right here. 21K. Okay. Oh, my bad. So that's what's shorted. Let's go look over here at TIVC. Saying the same thing over here, under 1 million. Insiders, very small insiders though. that is something that I usually will have to see how it reacts, because usually the insiders are going to be the ones that can make those moves for us. Tibic Health Systems. And a shares outstanding, yeah. Shares change year over year, owned by insiders. Yeah. Only thing that's really keeping me away from this one is that those insiders being really weak on this. Um, and it's coming on down right now. It found a little body block area at 560, but has news from last month on earnings. Just not in love with this one. APVO, if it falls, so it has the ATR high here at 187. It's just continuing to move on down a little bit at a time, but it has way more volume than TIVC. So it's kind of like a little competition between the two. The only other thing that I'm seeing is on both of them, I'm seeing these wicks everywhere. APVO is going to be going down as long as the SPY is going down, especially after the open. Could make some massive moves back down and not hold up its ATR highs there. TIVC back under 5. Very drastic move back down. So the point of control on this one is 488 for now. And we'll see if it can fall back under 470s. I just don't want to get in something that institutions are doing too much with. But it's only 2% institutions, but it's even lower on the insiders. So I don't know how much faith that retail traders are going to have in it today. APVO though, pulling down here. Let's see. Can the market give us any kind of green move to get this thing back over, let's say 320s, 320, and then where will it get shoved down from this level? So it's got a little level here at 410 they got hit. It's touched. Let's look at these touch points. Touched down here at 250. And we got a touch here. Low 290s, and then it's back in this 290 level. So my question is, can it on this candle hold above 297, or is it going to continue to go on down? ATR on this one was 48 cents from yesterday. I'm wondering, can it go back up there and touch that 410? Now, before we do that, let's go look at the larger time frame here as well. So this is APVO's daily chart. It is a popper and a dropper. The high from yesterday was 350. 350. So I'm going to mark this high there. And it actually coincides with back here on, what's this, December 24th, 350. So 350 is looking like a problem for it. 350. Can it start holding that 350 is the question. It's up 122% with 19 million shares. Let's go look at its statistics as well, APVO. Because I'm not too into TIVC. APVO, my bad. Aptivo Therapeutics press releases. Last news was on March 20th. Rainier trial data update. 2 additional AML patients received remission within 30 days of treatment. Remission of with, oh my gosh, what in the world is that? Mipple to MIG. I don't even know that word. Okay. Triplet combination, no cytokine release. What? Alvo bias. 30 days. Triplet. What are they? What are they having remission from though? Achieve remission. AML patients. Okay. What is AML? AML, acute myeloid leukemia. Okay, so this is a cancer, a little bit of cancer catalyst. Leukemia. All right, so let's go over here to T-Volt Therapeutics. Let's look at your statistics. Got a float of 1.46. Insiders very low on this one too. Held by institutions 4.85%. Huh. Okay. So both of these on today are looking like low insiders are on them. Let's go over to Market Watch. APVO. $6 million. We got 8% of the total float is shorted. So 120 of 1.46 million is shorted. Okay, let's go look at the see if they have any shelf registrations. Actually, let me check this first. APVO. Okay, yeah, I'm not really liking that it's not a whole bunch of insiders on these. APVO. Do you have any shelf registrations? No shelf registrations. I see some S3s back here though from S3. This is a part of a shelf registration. Up to 1 million shares of common stock issuable upon the exercise of common warrants. That actually looks like its whole float. Let me see. Was that the float? Where is it? 1.46. So they can exercise the whole thing if they see fit. Okay. Interesting. Looks dangerous. Oh, okay, so we're getting down here again to another touch point. My question is, okay, so it did hold this around this $3. Can we touch back to 350 is my question. Will it have a big sling down through this $3 level? Or does it want to find buyers around 3? Go back over here to TIVC after this large pull down on it, down to the $5 level. Still has not caught up with APVO. We do have a little mover. PTIX is sucking up some attention as well. This is a very cheap one, 64 cents. I'm not looking to trade this one, but I do not like to not see these because sometimes people get infatuated with these and they end up making moves. Let's see if PTIX has news on today. Good morning, Donnell. PTIX. Protogenic Therapeutics. If it has news and it's outperforming these other ones, then that's going to be bad. Okay, so last news on this one came November 5th, 2024. Protogenic Therapeutics announces closing of private placement for aggregate gross proceeds. So this one doesn't even have like relatively current news, but it has a lot more volume than these other two right now. It started at 23 cents yesterday, made a move up here to 53 cents, made another move up. So if this becomes the focus of small cap traders today, I'm going to stay out of the way. Still looking around, we have APVO. Well, we need to see PTIX cut this out, because as long as it's doing this, it's up 200%. People are going to kind of be gambling on it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll just continue to watch the other ones that may give a little bit better moves, a little bit better range, but this one's definitely got to fall. So, and also it is above the ATRs from yesterday, of course, because it's up 200%. So ATR down here 26 cents, 40-cent drop down there. The low of this current pre-market is 42 cents, 42 cents. APVO, yeah, you're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to see PTIX stop, slam down, or something. Give up. Give up. I don't want to be blind to these, because a lot of times when I have my other scanners set up, I don't see these cheap ones sucking up all the attention. And so I'm like, okay, let me see this cheap one implode and then focus back in on what or there may be something new there by the time it does implode. But that's kind of the way I play those. I don't want to get caught up um, on something and then something like this is getting all the attention with 50 million shares out of pre-market and it's a low float. Let's go and actually look at its statistics and see what kind of low float it is. PTIX. Statistics, we have a float of 5.82 million. There's the insiders. 13.43%. Okay, and then a lower number of institutions. So there's some insiders over here to play around with. Let's go and market watch. Make sure everybody's in agreement on this float. Float of about 6.52 million. And the short float is, 185. So no high short floats on these that have been reported, but that doesn't mean that it hasn't changed on the day. Short interest for TIV. PTX. Okay, so we'll see what goes on here. Who becomes the winner on the day? Can PTIX give up the ghost and start crashing out towards the lows? If so, that will be amazing. TIVC still looks like it has some downwards movement in it. It needs to hold this $4 level. If this goes below the ATR high, it's dead to me. And then we still got APVO sitting at 310, just sitting there. It's come down 1, 2, 3 times. You could take this break of 321 and see if you can get back to 350 there, which looks like an interesting level for it. If it could break back over 319 right there, 317-ish level. It's already had a little bit of a pullback. So let's see what we can do here. Can we start getting back over the 315s real quick for a little try back up to 350? Can we see 315s? Only other thing is that the insiders are kind of low on this one. It's 312 right there. Low of this candle is 303. I'm going to take a little bit as a starter and have my out 298. Can we see 313s? $313, please. No. Seeing a struggle there. I'm gonna add there. 40 shares in. Looking for it to hold these levels. Can we see 313 pop on up? Go ahead and reduce that size that I'm adding. $313. Can we see 314s? Okay, jumped up. I'm gonna add there a little bit. 50 shares in. Looking for those 313s to come on through. Added a little bit more. Got my stop out here at 296. TIVC pumping back up there as well. But still that not what I'm looking for. So 310. Right now to risk 50 bucks, it would have to drop past 229 for me. I want to see can they get it back up to that 350 level. Can we hold over those 310s? You got 19 million shares traded on you. If I see 313 again, I'll add a little bit. Okay, 312. Can we see? Nope. 312 is what I'm looking for to add. $311's tight. $312 on the ask. Okay, so we have 297 down here. Will it show us back over 310? Nope. All right, 60 shares. Okay, coming back up to the 311s. Can we see 12s? And I'll add a little bit. 11, 11, 11. Elevens, 12s, I'm gonna add there. 75, add twice, we got 80 shares in. Looking for that test back up to 350. Yep, adding there. 100 shares in, so now $50 loss will be 263. Looking for it to get over that 317 if possible. 263 is my risk there, 50 bucks. TIVC coming back up to that previous dump area. Not the setup I'm looking for. Two 12s, two 13s. It keeps coming back to that struggle level. Add a little bit more, 313 again. 110 in there. Add a little bit more, looking for that break over 317. 120 shares, looking for the 350 touch. TIVC coming on up though. Coming on up the board. Are you going to stop me out past 3? That's a question. So I got 120 shares. Looking for a movement upward if possible. Previous low down here, 275. Let's see if you get blocked up here at this top. Did close below this previous body block level, 560s. So what is this? Pre-market is for a pre-market. This is 4/3 or 4/3/25 pre-market body block. Okay. Stopping right under there. We're back up here, still showing green. Can we start seeing those 12s in there? Can we see 12s again? I'll add a little bit. Where those 12s at, big boy? Okay, there's a 12. 12 on the bid though. Can we see it? Not really. All right. $350. Point of control. Actually, 347 is a point of control. Oh, and then we got TIBC got blocked. Oh, I forgot to change the color of this. TIBC color change to, oop. All right, there we go. And it's still testing that level. All right. You're gonna go up or down, buddy. So at this point, it needs to break the high of this of 314. Risk is down there at 275, 50 bucks. TIVC continues to come down. So let's see who's going to be the winner on the day. PTIX, big wicks up there. So right now, APVO is looking like the thing that can get up. I'm looking for those 11s to come back on. Can we get them? Can we start getting back over that 310? Starting to see a little bit of red there. Back over 310, I'm looking to add 308s. That was really quick. I'm gonna decrease my adding size again. See if we can get anything over 310. 309s. Okay, 310 on the ask. Can I see it on the bid? Nope. I'm gonna add there. 130 in there, looking for over 10. Keeps getting bought up there, looking for that move over 10. 145 in right now. $308, 309s. Can we see nines back up there? Adding. Can we see those nines sit up there and get 10? Right now my out would be 279. Got 10 minutes left on this candle. Want to see if we can test that point of control at 347. There's the 09s again. Can we see 10s? Size coming in 307. Can it start walking up? Maybe not. Three oh nine's back on. Let's see. Can we see that on the ask? Come down a little bit. There's a little bit of struggle there. Looks like an overlap. Can we see 308s back up? 305s. 282 is my stop right now. Looking like it's easing on down. Okay. This little bottom here, 312. 280, I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of there. Got 150 shares. Make sure I'm on the right time frame here. 105 shares with 21 million votes here. Thought it could hold up this bottom. Coming down. Actually, it's coming down here to the 275. Okay. Give it some time here. Make sure that it is all the way over. Still above our ATR highs too. Okay, so tap that. Let this candle close and see what it wants to do from here. Can we actually get back up over 3? Got about a couple minutes left. It's popping back up a little bit. Popping back up quite a bit. Okay. Can we get over 3s? Can I buy some around here? You gonna chill out? You can get over 312 for me? Okay, so we are at 296, but this candle hasn't closed yet. 5s. So now we've actually tested that level, and 275 is like the point that I'm gonna have to jump out of here for real. My question is, can it get over 3? Keeps popping around there for sure. Can we see 98s? Actually, I want to see this candle close because I want to add in here and then it continues down. Average price right now 312. Hmm. 5 minutes left on this candle. See 295 start to hold. We started seeing those 93s, 94s. A little bit of size came in there. Don't know which way it wants to flow. Still got TIVC. Not really setting up like I like. On 91s, 91, 92. Pop on back up there. 3 minutes left on this one. 92s. 93s. Mm, 93, 94s. Okay. 2 minutes till this candle closes. We got a hard test on 275, which I don't want to see break down. I haven't added any because I mean we're still in the red, and I don't want to add to a loser per se. One minute left on this candle. It's looking good as long as it doesn't slam down. Hmm. 30 seconds. Can we hold the 95s? Stay in the 90s, my boy. 15 seconds. Stay in the 90s. Okay, new candle just opened. A little bit higher. All right, we got the 75 test down. I'm going to add a little bit for a move back over 3. Let's see if we can see 97. Add around here. Oh, okay, so now I'm at 310. Top of this candle is where I'm sitting. Got 175 in with a hard stop at 275 here. 298s. Can we start seeing back over 3? See the 98s come back on the bid. Got your test, man. You got plenty of time. Oh, TIVC coming back up here, just wicking out again. I don't know if this thing's going to be able to get back over 3. I got a hard stop down here at 270. $175. TIVC just really taking its time, and these are institutional plays. So let me also look at, I haven't been watching the NQ as this thing's been moving. NQ is going to give it a little bit of gas to the upside if it can get going up. All right, getting ready to stop out. It does not want to hold up that 275. I'm out. Let's see, 275. Okay, getting bought up a little bit there. Is this going to be an ad spot? Can we see? Let's see, what's this? What's this point right here? $3. Let's see what we can add up to $3 if we can get there and start going green. Can we see 95s? Can we see green again? There's 93. Okay, 95. Can we see 96? 95, 96 adding. Okay. Threw some out there that didn't get filled. Looking for that break back over 3. 200 shares in. Looking for the break back over 3 and the test over 3 here. Bottom of this candle is the $50 loss. So that's 284 there. So it needs to go if it's going to go here. 284 has got to be my out. That's the $50 loss. Can it break over is the question. And then if I let it go past that 84 to 275, that'll probably be like what, a $70 loss or something like that. 20 more or 15 more cents. There we go. Get over that 3, big boy. Get over that 3, big boy. I think you can come up here and test this 350. So my average price right now is 308. That's where I go green. Just cannot get past those 3s, huh? Big little lunch up there. Come on, man. 308s is all I need. I don't need much. I just need a little bit. Came down here once, had a nice move up. Came down here twice. We just want to know where you can go from here, buddy. Man, 3 keeps coming up, bro. Can I see 99? Can I add on the 99? What's up, Drifter? Oh, there. I added a little bit there for the 3 test. 308s. Getting in there. Now the bottom of this candle is pretty much my out. Okay, so I have 220 shares looking for 307 is my green mark. And then my out is 285. 285, so 225 here. Gotta get ready. Threw a little wick up there to 306. Barely got me green, but was not able to continue. That's not what we want to see. I want to see you hold that 3 up. $75s. Okay, there's 3. Go ahead and rip that thing. Get up out of there. 309s. Go ahead and break it. Stop playing with them. 301 keeps getting tapped, bro. Just go through it. 302s, 305s is what we want to start seeing hold. But something big is coming in there holding this. Can we see 303s on the ask? Or on the bid, I mean. Another failure, huh? So 275 is definitely like line in the sand. I got to get out. 284, 286 is where I lose the $50 risk. It could not hold over that 3. Plus, there's some major size there at 3. Now, look at that wall. 260, 279, major wall. Not getting bought through. A couple minutes left on this candle. Yep. All right. Time for the evacuation plan. Did not like that failure. Five minutes left on this candle. Can we start? Ooh, nope. Does not look good there. '94s. Nope. Back and forth. Big back and forth under the 3. We're not seeing 92s or anything pop back up. Four minutes left here. Trying to give it time to close this candle over the 90s, but yeah, that doesn't look like it's going to be happening. You're going to break down 275 here. Looks like it is coming back down to that level again. Okay, so you got 3 minutes left on this candle. Can you hold up the 84, 85s? Down to the 80s. Little punch down there. Okay. Candle has 2 minutes left. 75 tap. 75 tap. Second time it's been down here. 40. So we got about a minute left to see what this thing can do over 275. Getting some more tappage. New candle about to open right here on the 275, and so this may go ahead and cause me to exit the position, but I'm letting this candle close real quick. At this point, the body of this candle is right here, 292. $292. We have about 15 seconds left. $15 seconds left. What are these last 5 seconds going to say? Are they going to say, let's open up higher or what? 275 now. Looking for it to re-challenge this 292 up here. $275 ended up holding. Can we see some green? Green back over the 80s. See 77, 78. Nope. All right, that's it. Pushing on into the next level of downward spiral, huh? This is the beginning of the candle too? Do you want to hold 275 or nah? Okay, seeing some movement back up, 275. Let me see if I can get some ads around here, 275. See if it can find some buying pressure around it. 276 is what I'm looking for. Two 274s. 275. Where's 276? Nowhere to be found. All right. Nowhere to be found. Maybe I won't sell the whole thing. I'm gonna piece off of it. Because I don't want this thing to turn around and then I'm like, oh no, it can actually get back up here to the 350s. Thing's got a lot of time. I do need to get ready to get out of here. I may just let it sit here and play, but the only problem is I can't put a stop in. That's my only issue here. How do I want to do this? Can't put a stop in. This one came on down APVO or TIVC. Never did catch up in volume. I really need to go in. You know what? Since I got to go to work anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and probably get out of this a little bit. I was looking for that 3 to hold, but it's not looking like it's going to. Low down here is the 184. And I just don't want to, I don't know, man. I don't believe in it enough to just leave it. You know what I mean? It's not an investment. It's just like supposed to be a quick little scalp, but this thing's moving down on me. So, yeah. And the market is also slightly moving down as well. Yeah, I just don't know if it can get back up to 3. 75, can we see it? Holding 70s would be a great start to this. Yeah, I can't waste any more time. I think I'm just gonna let it sit. And if it comes down here, as soon I mean, if I see it down there, I just go ahead and sell out. Um, the most I can lose now, of course, if it goes under 2, I gotta get out. But I gotta get ready. So I'm gonna go off camera and let this thing sit here, dilly dally, and see if it can get some buying pressure to get it back over that 3. Hmm. Yeah, it's breaking into the next level. Let's chip off some here. It's got so much just space up there if it does get going. That's why I really don't want to sell yet. But I guess that's the mind game that it plays, right? Oh yeah, it can get back up there, but it hasn't done it yet. All right, yeah, I gotta. And this is a previous popper, so it popped, came down, popped. I just want to see that 307. One thing it has had is plenty of sell-off time. Little pop up there. Okay, I'm gonna add into that. Yeah, I'm gonna add into that and see if I got 305 now. Let's see if it can hold up this level. So 305 shares. I didn't mean to get the 5, but okay. I'll take it. Came down here, had a little low. I'm gonna go and start getting ready, and I'm gonna just have to let this one play for a minute and see if I could just be quick here. But of course, this has not been tested multiple times. It's just coming back up. My average price is $3 now with 305 shares, 10 cents away from it. Stand to the right. So we're still above the ATR high. We're getting up there, looking okay. Getting up to those 90s. Add a little bit, looking for that breakover. Got 310 in there. If it can get it, great. But I got to start getting ready. So if I come back, I'm looking. I might as well throw my I need to throw some orders out here to take profit. Is what I need to do. So let's do that. Okay, so we got 310. So that's a 10-cent winner at 310. Then the point of control just moved down. So let's go ahead and look up here at 310. That's 10 cents lock up. Sell. Lock in 50 there. 50 there. 50 there. Okay, so that's 50, 50, 50. So that's going to leave me with half. So that's going to take half off. All right, I'm going to leave it there. And actually take 100 at 320 because that's going to be what I need. 60 at 315. 100 off there. All right, I'll be back. We'll see what happens. It's tested this level twice. I got stops out there if it starts to sell me out. All right, I'll be back. Okay, well, it hasn't died yet, so that's amazing. Thought it would have by now. Don't know how it hasn't. Ugh. Ugh. So we're still here waiting and watching. So the bottom here was the 664. And wow, get off the screen, bro. Okay, there we go. 291 coming up there. Let's see where that wants to go. We definitely has done a lot of pulling back. 319 is the point of control. Oh, wow. Big snatch down. 319 is that point of control. Yeah, definitely something sitting up there on that. Oh boy. Wow. Holy Jesus. Is this real life? Is this real life right now? I just wanted to just go and get ready. Oh my gosh. All the way under the ATR high there, which was and under the 2 as well. But yeah, quite a bit of a drop off of that level. So that was a 3 tap. Interesting. So yeah, I think this one is done for the day. Um, Definitely a sizable loss for sure. I mean, everybody and their mom sat on it. Looks like it's actually gone red, so it's not even up anymore. All right, starting to get on down. Thought it'll be able to pop back through this $2 level, but wow, not so much, not so much at all. And that's in one 15-minute candle. So that 1 minute probably looks super bad. I don't even think it's gonna come back up to 2, to be honest. It revisited exactly where it closed on yesterday, which is the 138. And this is why I was saying I don't know if I want to leave it there instead of selling because of this. But yeah, definitely not the most beautiful move. And I really don't think it's going to come back up positive either because I mean, nobody cares about it now. It's not even up to 10%. Not even up 10%, bro. Let me look at what PTIX is doing. Now, before I took this trade, I saw that the beta follows the NQ, follows the market. I was like, okay, well, the NQ is kind of holding right now. Let's see if we can get back over 19K or whatnot. But the problem is now it's so cheap, big money is not going to want to be touching it like that because it's going towards $1. Anyway, let's see what we got here. So the bottom here was what, 126? And we're right at 150 right now. Up, what, 11%, 10%? So at this point, I just got to take a smaller loss, the smallest loss as possible, and see where it ends up landing. But that was quite a bit of a dive. Okay, 160s, 170s. Can we start to get back over those 180s? Possible. 402 coming back up to this ATR high. but quite a bit of a slammer. So it looks like some folks took some off up here at the ATR high, and it doesn't look like it could jump back up. Just gonna have to count this one as a nice little punch in the mouth for walking away and doing all this other stuff. I never do that, you know, take a trade and just walk away. Be like, but I did it today, and it cost me some moolah. What an unnecessary loss. Problem is, when I sold this stock to myself today, I was thinking, you know what? The insiders are low on this one. You know, institutions are kind of shady. You know, everything's not really looking like what it usually looks like on a small cap. But, you know, I'm just going to give it a try. And yeah, that was a very expensive try right there. Very expensive try. And now looking over on the larger time frames, I mean, look at this. Like, how's it gonna recover from this? Look at this. That's insane. Anyway, and the market is moving down, so this thing is about to go down even more. So I need to start cutting out of here for real. The market, let's look at the NQ real quick and see why. Now this one has a heavy beta. It has a almost 4 beta. So when the market goes down, it definitely goes down. So when the market started this right here, it was holding in this area and then started to just drop. And that's what got this thing dumping. All right, anyway, though, we are to the point of no return. So I'm going to go ahead and start popping off shares here because there is, I mean, it's not coming back. It ain't coming back. Oh, I'm selling one at a time. What in the world I'm doing? 20. Not even coming back that far. I'm selling on the ask, trying to get the highest orders field instead of the bid. But yeah, it is not allowing me to get out like that. Bro, this thing's on day again. I'm wondering, I'm like, how am I? Okay. Man, I tell you what, I don't know why TOS does that, but it switches this thing from good to cancel to day all the time. And I'm wondering if my orders were on day before I left. Yep, that's a little bit too much gasoline to the downside. Got filled right there. Start getting on out of this one. 150 drop. Okay, getting my fills around 150. Quite a bit of a disappointment there. Let me out 150. There we go. 70. So at this point, it doesn't even matter if I hold a small position because it's not going to be able to recover the loss. Come on, get me out. I just want to get everything out 150. Get me out. There we go. So all out right there. Definitely a stupid thing to do. I had other things to do. I should have just sold out and just if it's not gonna go, oh well. But got caught in a nice flush right here. Right here. This flush right here was very nasty to me. Well, it is what it is, you know. I just have to get back on the horse and be focused because all of my trades are usually when I'm sitting here, I'm here, I'm doing my thing, blah blah blah. But I don't even know if that would have changed anything because I was holding for so long. It had came down to this previous level of 276. And I was like, let's see if we can get a bounce here. But I had already looked at everything else that the beta and all this and all of that was saying this thing's probably gonna go down and the market goes down, and it did big. So that's on me. Just seeing the signs and not being like, oh, I don't need to trade this. I was looking for pre-market things to trade, but yeah, they gotta meet the criteria because this one was missing like probably like 3 or 4 things, and I end up in a graveyard, you know. So anyway, that's a good way to begin the day. I have to get on out of here and get to moving. Anyway, I'll be back on what is this, Thursday, tomorrow morning, pre-market. But I got to wait for things to line up the way. That's the only way I have the percentage win rate that I have. It's because I wait for things to line up. And I told myself at the beginning, I was like, okay, insiders are low, institutions are higher. This thing could be heavily manipulated to the downside because of the SPY moving down. And the SPY is still going, or the NQ is still going down here. And so if I was to continue to hold, I mean, this right here is killing me. Now, I was kind of thinking, okay, well, maybe on this one, it got going up. And I was like, okay, well, maybe this can take it up. The other thing is the whole NQ, look at yesterday's drop off. What will be the probability of it recovering this big old drop off in what, one day, one period, one session? Not that big. And it's looking like it's going towards the bottom here of 18,800. So yeah, whatever. I'm gonna leave all that on the table. I'll come back. Look, tomorrow is another day. We definitely saw that patience was needed. Need to listen to myself when I'm saying, yo, these are some signs. I'm selling myself away from the product and then going and buying the product. I'm like, okay, these are some signs and symptoms that I don't like. Why jump in? But it is what it is. Appreciate you guys for tuning in for sure. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a slow day with this move down on the Nasdaq. But yeah, that's it. I gotta get out of here now. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll jump into the Discord or whatnot. I just really, the frustrating part is I have parameters to keep me out of things like that. That should not have been a trade. Multiple things was off and I still took the trade. So that's just on me. It is just on me. We will make that back though and keep it rolling. But anyway, that's it for today. And as always, I will see you guys. How dark is it on this picture? Is it super dark? Oh, y'all can see me a little bit. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace. I think I got that. Where is my... Yeah, let's just go. I don't have time to do anything else. I just gotta go.